Right now we're going into the Final Call newspaper dated March 31st, 2020. The title of this newspaper is called "The Judgment of Allah God Has Entered America." The subtitle is "Surviving America's Shutdown. Curfews, closures, and caution spread as the coronavirus crisis grips United States. Where is this pandemic headed?" And let's go into a couple of articles and paragraphs to give us some further context. So we're going to turn to page 7. And on page 7 there's an article that is titled "Suffering Workers Forgotten as COVID-19 Shuts Down America." Third paragraph reads, "All over the country, as state governors impose partial or near total shutdowns and restrict the movement of their respective populations, those in the hospitality and service industries, owners or operators of bars, restaurants, gyms, daycare centers, hair and nail salons, barbershops, and other establishments are watching revenue dry up." So this is basically saying that small businesses are really suffering from this, and if you do not have a way to monetize yourself online on the internet to where you're giving classes about a skill or something that you have, that income might dry up for you. So it's time for us to start thinking about the digital world and getting our revenue from the digital world. This article further goes on to read, in early March, as the coronavirus began to unfold, officials at Darden announced full-time workers would get up to 5 paid sick days. These are accrued paid 6 days, depending on the worker's length of service. But since I am a part-time worker, I would only be eligible for 15 hours, or about 2 days, Mr. Conway said. Yesterday, Darden announced two-week emergency pay for those affected by the closure. While I applaud both these gestures, they've both come in the last week in response to the pandemic. And I think we all know this crisis will extend beyond 2 weeks. I call on restaurants everywhere to invest more in their employees by giving paid 6 days to all workers and paying tip employees one fair wage. Now that is a very good idea. If you are really doing all that you can, this is suggesting that you pay your workers the sick days that are already available to them, so that through this it can be as little of a pain on them if you are to do that. So this article further goes on to say, "In order to survive during this corona crisis, I have no choice but to apply for public assistance such as food stamps and unemployment benefits," she said. "We don't know when the restaurants and catering businesses will reopen again. As of now, more than 300,000 restaurant workers are already out of a job. I hope that the government assistance will be expanded until the economy picks up again." They don't have enough money, to continue to provide us food stamps, unemployment. They just took a crash in the economy, and on top of that are releasing prisoners in an economy that is already losing multiple hundreds of thousands of jobs. So it is already hard for them to come out of being incarcerated to come and get a job that can provide a substantial life for themselves and their family. So now you take that away and you put prisoners out into a world with a lack of opportunity. You are creating, America, a system to where people will have to do what they will have to do to survive. And it doesn't look good with not a lot of opportunity in overpopulated areas. The people are obviously rising up. Just imagine not being able to have the unemployment benefits through this time. In every Final Call newspaper, there is an article by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad out of his book, How to Eat to Live. And I'm going to read 2 paragraphs out of that. I'm going to read them very fast because the battery of the camera is dying. Okay. 24 hours a day and nothing in between meals. So eat 1 meal 24 hours a day and nothing in between meals. I have tried this. I am one who has self-experience in this teaching, and I have tried this world's way of eating also. Eat 1 meal per day and nothing in between meals, not even the drinking of milk, pops, or juices. You must not eat or drink anything between meals. You must keep your stomach regulated to that one meal, and when you drink enough water to digest that one meal, then do not drink any more water between meals. Pay attention to your doctor saying that you need 6 to 8 glasses of water with 1 meal per day. What he is telling you goes for 3 meals per day. All of their medical teachings and administrating is based upon the patients who eat 3 meals per day. The article further goes on to read, eat simple food. Do not be reaching for all different kinds of food, for they were prepared by the man who wants to commercialize on what you eat. They are interested in commerce. They eat the scavengers of the sea and the scavengers of the earth, reptiles and whatnot. They have no sense of choice. They will eat anything. So I thank you all for joining me on this segment of the deep dive into the final call. I'm going to give you all the title to it if I could get to the page. This again is the judgment of Allah God has entered America. Surviving America's shutdown. Curfews, closures, and caution spread as the coronavirus crisis grips the United States. Where is this pandemic headed? And this was issued on March 31st. So please join me for future articles from the Final Call newspaper, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you again. I'm Anthony Muhammad. Thank you for joining me on Brain Food TV.